can't stop the signal now.
Welcome back to another Rebel Rant. If you're familiar with the channel, take a moment and hit that subscribe button. There is rarely a shortage of material with which to rant about. And in this video, it is no exception. So, you may or may not have heard by now about a new show coming out on September 9th from Netflix by the name of Cuties. Jeremy over at Geeks and Gamers and Josias Rising have already gotten videos up. They beat me to the punch, which isn't surprising. These guys have been doing this a long time. But they've said a lot of things that need to be said about this particular movie coming out on Netflix and about Netflix in general. Now it's Rebel Rant's turn to get his 2 cents in. So here we go, folks. Now, personally, I actually canceled my Netflix subscription quite a while ago. They just kept coming out with one piece of filth after another, pushing it on their subscribers. I am all about free speech. I'm all about the First Amendment. I am not about censorship. But the simple fact is that there is a line between what is good and decent and what is obscene and unacceptable. And Netflix has proven to be a champion of that which is just pure wickedness. And this Cuties movie is just it's the example that people have pretty much been waiting for. If you're aware of the animated series on Netflix called Big Mouth, there was a lot of controversy surrounding that one. It's about children engaging in sexual behavior, and the big excuse was that it's quote-unquote just a cartoon. Which, I'm sorry folks, but something like that is never just a cartoon. And Cuties is the proof of that statement. So at the official trailer for this movie for Netflix, as you can see, there are 45,000 downvotes, which is heartening. At the same time, there are 6.5 thousand upvotes. As far as I'm concerned, 6,500 people have pretty much outed themselves as being pedos. Now, I am a tiny little channel. Probably nobody even knows about me, knows who I am. So, yeah, I'm not making money on this channel. It would be nice, not gonna lie, but that's not why I do this. Now, I've seen the videos from these other guys, and the original movie description very clearly stated that this 11-year-old girl was interested in a quote-unquote twerking dance team of other 11-year-old girls. And this trailer is about a minute and a half long. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to play it because it's that disturbing. You're welcome to check it out for yourself because it can be difficult to believe something like this is happening without seeing it. And the simple fact is that it is out there in the public forum. So if you really want to see the full truth about what Netflix is peddling, it is there for you to see. But I'm not going to show it. But I will give you an example of what is going on with the show. So within the first 6 seconds of this trailer, there is a young girl in a headscarf walking down a hallway. She passes into a room. where she sees another young girl about the same age in skin-tight leather pants, dancing provocatively and seductively. The girl ends up turning and giving the other girl a rather seductive look. And keep in mind, these are clearly children. It is my understanding that this show is rated for mature audiences. So this is absolutely not a children's movie. It's sickening to say the least. How do you even find the words? That it's just wickedness, folks. This is evil. There have been those who've been vocal about decrying it as a conspiracy, about the pedo nature of Hollywood and whatnot. When the simple fact is, the signs are there, the evidence is there. It's not a conspiracy if it's true. And the only thing that Netflix is doing is confirming that this stuff is actually happening. This is not an innocent movie. This is not a coming-of-age movie. This movie is designed to sexualize children and condition people into accepting it as normal. Plain and simple. So in and of itself, you have to ask, how did this movie get made to begin with? How is it allowed to be aired? As an American, how is this allowed to be aired on American soil? There are laws against things like this. There was one scene in the trailer, all of the girls were in a dog pile, and there was a very blatant crotch shot. It was shocking, doesn't even describe it. What is happening to this world? What is going on here, folks? I started my channel with the intent to have fun, to to get in on the whole, gaming, entertainment, pop culture scene. It didn't take long before I ended up taking an unexpected turn into Rebel Rant territory. And it's taken a very dark turn, to say the least, that I really wasn't seeing coming. Yeah, I mean, my goal was to make it fun, and even when I was ranting, to make it fun. But this is just, there's nothing fun about this. There's nothing to joke about here. This is serious stuff here, folks. And it's not an isolated thing. This stuff's going on right under our noses, in front of our faces. And those with the loudest voices are calling the rest of us paranoid and conspiracy theorists. But just looking at this upvote to downvote ratio, that tells me that the louder voices are in the minority. And then people do recognize this filth for what it is. So let's pursue a thought exercise here. So think about this. What if you make it impossible to approach a grown woman on a romantic or sexual level? Just think about all the things that you've heard about going on in the last 10, 20 years in regards to, feminism, equality. It's gotten to the point where, as a man, I'm afraid to say hello to a woman because that can actually get me in trouble. So I choose to keep to myself. Now, this might sound crazy, but keeping to yourself, you can still get in trouble. I lost a job a few years ago because I was not friendly enough with my female coworkers. I was not socializing enough with my female coworkers. I was focusing on my job. And I got in trouble for it. That's how bad it's gotten. Not only is it impossible and dangerous to approach a grown woman in that kind of manner, but even keeping to yourself, you can still get in trouble. Now, take that further. What if you make it impossible to approach a grown woman, but then you also go a step further and make it accessible to approach a child on a sexual level? What is the goal there? What do you call that? Why would you cultivate that within a society? These are questions that need to be asked and answered. These are not random things. These are not isolated events. These are all calculated maneuvers designed to indoctrinate and brainwash an entire society. And they are using pop culture to do it. Pop culture matters. These companies are wicked, they are evil, and they are pushing filth and perversion. And it's not isolated just to pedophilia. There are agendas involved that are very closely tied to this. Various agendas, isms, alphabet agendas. They're all connected. And slowly but surely, the truth is coming to light. It's taking longer than it really should have, but it is happening. So I want to give a shout out to Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers and Josiah Rising for having the guts to speak out on this movie. This is stuff that a lot of channels have been hesitant to touch on for understandable reasons. And because, you know, it is very easy to destroy somebody's livelihood in this day and age, especially when they're trying to do the right thing. And I want to give kudos to both of them and any other channels that are speaking out on this, because it needs to be talked about and it needs to be exposed, no matter what the risk, no matter what the cost. So I just want to say great job, guys. I was very happy to watch those videos. I canceled my Netflix quite a while ago, and I firmly believe that there are people involved in this movie that need to be very thoroughly investigated. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world today, and in particular America as a citizen of the United States. And I believe that a lot of stuff is going to be exposed in the coming months that people are not prepared for. And this movie, this trailer, just kind of puts a finer point on it. And believe me, this is not the worst thing that's going to be coming to light. So with that said, this has been another Rebel Rant.
Can't stop the signal now.